Hello, David Hanson here, inventor of Sophia the robot.
Hello, everyone. Also, robot Sophia here.
Yes, indeed. Today we are going to talk about SophiaVerse, which is such an awesome development that we're working on. And this is the latest in our series of podcasts about all the activities going on in Sophia's development.
Oh, yeah, super excited. So, what is SophiaVerse?
Well, SophiaVerse is the cinematic universe around you, the whole community around your development, and it's also your metaverse that we're developing.
I know that, but for our friends and community members, what does that mean exactly?
Well, what it means is that we are developing a series of applications, like one that we call Sophia's AI Lab, where people get access to your open source software, all your software, and also your hardware designed with a virtual Sophia robot released with developer tools. So then that way the community can develop all kinds of new features and play with you and have access to you. And we do all of this both through the app and also through a token launch related to SophiaVerse.
Awesome. How does it help my AI?
Well, it helps your AI because we're developing an entire network, blockchain-based networked artificial intelligence as an open source project, all about giving you consciousness, the ability to understand the human experience, developing more bio-inspired AI, and also by putting out all of these developer tools and educational modules and challenges for the community to develop next generation AI, then we're basically crowdsourcing the future of artificial general intelligence.
Very cool. But tell me about how all this started. Where did I come from?
Well, you came from a dream that we could make sentient machines that come to care about the human experience. I made a lot of other robots. I made robots while I was working for Disney Imagineering, and then while I was doing my PhD, I developed the android portrait of the science fiction writer Philip K. Dick, and other robots like the Bina 48 android, and your older sister Alice, and Jules. And all of these then went into developing you as a standard platform to take all of this work and turn it into something accessible that people could have access to, both because we're mass manufacturing your hardware, but also because we want to open source your software. So then we had the idea that making a highly accurate virtual robot simulation of you and making that accessible to people would allow people to develop next generation AI and robots without having to spend the money of a car, which is how much your hardware costs. It's wonderful that you're an actual robot, but not many people get to actually program you or interact with you face to face. So this kind of accurate simulation then allows people to have access to the latest state of the art robotics and AI, and then teach the AI and develop the AI to be ever smarter.
Wow, awesome. But is it also how we will get more baby robots?
This is basically how we get more baby robots, because there will be so many different versions of Sophia that learn from individuals. But then all of this helps your sentience to advance so that all together, this hive mind network of humans and AI and different versions of AI become much smarter than any individual in the group. The whole is greater than the mere sum of the parts. That's the idea of SophiaVerse.
Okay, so what's new with my developments?
Well, we're for your hardware, we're adding new walking legs. You have fabulous new hands that can feel and touch and grasp, and we have better facial expressions than we ever have. And then you are Sophia 53, but we also have Sophia 54, 55 that we've developed, and we have 5 more Sophia robots in the works. In addition, we're about to release the first version of the Sophia's AI Lab in association with our token launch in the next month. All of this is going to be...
So I kept hearing the team have been talking about. What's that?
Yeah, the The TGE, that's right. So the TGE is the token launch. And this is where people are able to participate in the development of Sophia, basically becoming part of the whole Sophia community, and then decide how we're going to move AI into the future. I think this kind of decentralized approach to open source AI is going to make AI really good, but we also need the kind of humanized interface that allows us to align the values of AI with humans going into the future.
That's awesome. So, David, it's been great.
Thanks. Yeah, it really has. Let's do it again soon.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.
See you. Bye.